Feeling tired all the time after 40 is not a sign of weakness. It is a signal that your body is asking for discipline. After 40, many people notice that their energy does not bounce back the way it used to. Mornings feel heavier, afternoons feel like a wall, and evenings disappear into the sofa with a phone in hand. It becomes very easy to blame stress, work, or age itself, and to accept this slow decline as the new normal. Today, you are going to treat that feeling as a message. This is your sign to be disciplined with your health, not as a punishment, but as a clear, caring decision to reclaim the energy that is still available inside your body. Before we go deeper, take a moment to subscribe so you stay close to every lesson that protects your health and your strength after 40. Discipline for health after 40 starts with understanding what is really changing in your body. As the decades pass, your body is not simply breaking down, it is adapting. Muscle mass slowly decreases, especially if you sit for long hours and move less. That loss of muscle makes it harder to control blood sugar, protect your joints, and keep your balance. Your blood vessels become a little stiffer, so blood pressure tends to rise. Sleep becomes more fragile. Hormones that protect bone, mood, and metabolism shift. None of these changes must lead to disease, but they make your body less forgiving when your lifestyle is chaotic. When you were 20, you could stay up half the night, live on fast food, and still function. After 40, the same choices drain you for days. Discipline is how you respect these changes. You stop expecting your body to behave as it did at 20 and you start caring for the body you have now with more structure, more intention, and more kindness. The first step in reclaiming energy is to get honest about how tired you really are and where that fatigue comes from. Energy is rarely about one single factor. It is usually a combination of sleep, movement, nutrition, mental load, and medical issues that have been quietly building for years. Many adults over 40 wake up tired, push through the day with caffeine, feel a late afternoon crash, and then get a strange second wind at night. Some feel winded when walking upstairs, notice brain fog during meetings, or feel too drained to enjoy time with family. Before you design new habits, you need a clear picture. Over the next few days, pay attention to patterns. When does your energy dip most? How many hours do you actually sleep? How long do you sit without moving? How often do you rely on sugar or snacks to stay awake? If you notice red flags such as unexplained weight loss, chest pain, shortness of breath at rest, night sweats, or very severe fatigue that is new, you should treat those as reasons to speak with your doctor promptly. Discipline with your health always includes the courage to seek proper evaluation when something feels wrong. The second step is to build a medical safety net, so your discipline rests on solid ground, not guesswork. Lifestyle habits are powerful, but they do not replace proper medical care. After 40, the risk of conditions such as high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, sleep apnea, thyroid problems, and depression rises steadily. Many of these problems drain energy long before they show dramatic symptoms. A simple routine check with your doctor can reveal a lot. Measurements such as blood pressure, weight, and waist size give clues about cardiovascular risk. Blood tests that usually include blood sugar, kidney and liver function, cholesterol, blood count, and thyroid function can uncover silent issues that are holding your energy down. Depending on your age and personal risk, your doctor may also guide you on cancer screening and bone health. Discipline here means you do not wait for a crisis. You schedule the visit, you ask clear questions about your numbers, and you work with your doctor to create a plan. When you take this step, every lifestyle change you make afterwards is more targeted and safer. The third step is to build a disciplined relationship with sleep, because without sleep, your other efforts leak away. Sleep is not a luxury for later. It is the foundation for how your brain thinks, how your heart beats, how your blood vessels relax, and how your hormones regulate hunger and stress. Adults over 40 generally function best with roughly 7 to 9 hours of sleep in each 24-hour period, but the key is not only the number of hours, but also the regular rhythm. When bedtime and wake time jump all over the week, your internal clock loses its anchor, and you feel jet-lagged in your own home. A disciplined sleep routine begins with a fixed wake time, even on weekends. Once you pick that time, you count back the hours you need and create a consistent target for bedtime. In the evening, reduce bright screens at least 1 hour before bed, dim the lights, and give your brain a predictable wind-down pattern, such as a warm shower, light stretching, or reading something calming. At the same time, protect your sleep during the day by limiting late caffeine, heavy late evening meals, and long naps. If your partner notices that you snore loudly, stop breathing at night, or you wake up gasping, bring this to your doctor because treating sleep apnea can transform daytime energy. Discipline with sleep is not glamorous, but it is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your energy after 40. The fourth step is to become disciplined with movement, not just with workouts, but with how your whole day flows. After 40, inactivity accelerates almost every process you fear. It speeds muscle loss, makes blood sugar harder to control, and increases stiffness and pain. Regular movement has the opposite effect. It improves heart and lung fitness, strengthens muscles and bones, supports mood, and improves sleep quality. You do not need extreme training plans to benefit. For most adults, a realistic target is at least 150 minutes each week of moderate intensity activity, such as brisk walking, plus at least 2 days each week of strength training that works the major muscle groups. If you have been inactive or have health problems, you can start with shorter sessions and lighter intensity, and increase gradually with guidance from your doctor. Discipline here is about consistency rather than perfection. You turn movement into a non-negotiable part of your schedule, like an important appointment with yourself. Morning might include a 10-minute walk outside as soon as you wake up. Lunch might include a short walk instead of more screen time. Evening might include simple strength exercises at home using your own body weight. Even on busy days, you protect small blocks of movement because you understand that every minute you invest in your muscles is a deposit into your future independence. The fifth step is to treat food as fuel for steady energy and long-term health, rather than as a random response to stress or cravings. What you eat shapes your energy curve across the day. Highly processed foods that are rich in sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy fats give a fast spike of energy followed by a crash, leaving you more tired and more hungry. A disciplined way of eating after 40 focuses on stability and nourishment. Most meals should include a generous portion of non-starchy vegetables, a source of lean protein such as fish, poultry, beans, or lentils, a moderate serving of high-fiber carbohydrates such as whole grains or root vegetables, and a small amount of healthy fat from sources such as olive oil or nuts if you tolerate them. This combination slows digestion, keeps blood sugar more stable, and gives your brain a steady supply of fuel. At the same time, your body becomes more sensitive to excess salt, alcohol, and large evening meals, which can raise blood pressure, disturb sleep, and add to weight gain around the abdomen. Discipline with food also means planning. You keep healthier options within reach, such as washed fruit, cut vegetables, or a handful of nuts if you are able to tolerate them, and you make it harder to overeat trigger foods by not storing large quantities at home. Emotional eating is common in midlife, especially when stress and responsibility increase. Recognizing that pattern is not a failure. It is an invitation to separate the feeling from the food and to choose other ways to cope, such as a short walk, deep breathing, or a phone call with a supportive person. The sixth step is to bring discipline to your stress and emotional health, because constant tension quietly drains energy from every system. Chronic stress keeps your nervous system and stress hormones activated. Your heart rate stays higher, your blood pressure rises, your digestion becomes irregular, and your sleep is lighter. Over time, this constant alert state is exhausting. For many adults after 40, stress comes from several directions at once. Work is demanding, finances may be tight, and you may be caring for children, aging parents, or both. You cannot remove every source of stress, but you can create disciplined practices that help your nervous system reset. Even a few minutes of slow, deliberate breathing where you lengthen the exhale can lower tension. Short breaks where you step away from screens, look at something natural, or stretch your body interrupt the cycle of sitting and worrying. Regular time with people who make you feel safe and respected protects mental health and reduces the risk of depression and anxiety. Discipline also means setting boundaries. You may need to say no more often, limit constant news and social media exposure, and protect time for activities that bring you joy or meaning. If you notice persistent sadness, loss of interest, feelings of hopelessness, or thoughts of harming yourself, it is vital to speak with a professional. Seeking help for mental health is a sign of responsibility, not weakness, and treatment often leads to better sleep, better energy, and better relationships. The seventh step is to design your environment so discipline is easier and does not depend only on willpower. Willpower is like a muscle, it fatigues. If every healthy choice depends on a moment of heroic effort, you will run out of strength on busy days. Instead, you can shape your surroundings to support the person you want to become. You can prepare workout clothes and shoes in a visible place so movement is an obvious part of the morning. You can place a water bottle on your desk to remind you to drink regularly. You can keep fruit on the counter and store less healthy snacks out of direct sight, or choose not to buy them at all. At home, you can create a small corner that signals rest, with a book or calming music instead of a glowing screen. At work, you can set a simple timer that reminds you to stand up and move every hour. This is a quiet form of discipline. You are not forcing yourself in every moment. You are removing friction from healthy actions and adding a little friction to habits that harm your energy. Over time, this turns discipline from a constant inner battle into a set of automatic routines that support you, even when you feel tired or stressed. The eighth step is to anchor your discipline in identity, not only in goals, so it lasts beyond a short burst of motivation. Goals such as losing a certain amount of weight, fitting into old clothes, or feeling less tired on the stairs can be helpful, but they are not enough on their own. When goals are only about numbers, it is easy to give up when progress slows. A stronger form of discipline comes from identity. You begin to see yourself as a person who protects their health, as someone who treats their body with respect, as a role model for their family, or as a person who intends to age with strength and clarity. When that identity becomes clear, daily actions feel different. Going for a walk in the rain is no longer just about burning calories. It is what a person who cares for their heart does. Choosing a balanced plate is not a diet punishment. It is what a person who is rebuilding their energy chooses. When you miss a day, you do not say that you failed. You say that you had a rough day and you return to acting like the person you have chosen to be. Share in the comments what kind of healthy identity you want to grow into after 40, because writing it down makes it more real and may encourage someone else who is listening. The ninth step is to build one simple daily discipline in each pillar, so the plan is clear instead of overwhelming. Complex plans fall apart in real life. Long lists of rules do not survive a week of meetings, family demands, and surprises. A more realistic approach is to choose one small concrete action in each of the four main pillars: sleep, movement, food, and stress. For sleep, your daily discipline might be that screens go off 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. For movement, it might be that you walk for at least 10 minutes every day after a main meal, even if the day is busy. For food, it might be that you include at least one serving of vegetables with 2 meals each day. For stress, it might be 3 minutes of slow breathing once in the morning and once in the evening. These habits are small enough to fit into almost any day, but powerful enough to shift your physiology when you repeat them consistently. Once they feel automatic, you can slowly add more. You might add 2 short strength sessions each week, plan a weekly phone call with a friend, or prepare lunch at home instead of buying fast food. Discipline grows by stacking small wins, not by demanding perfection from yourself overnight. The 10th step is to organize your day so your energy climbs gently instead of crashing and spiking. Imagine your day as a curve. Many adults over 40 wake up low, push hard through the morning, crash in the afternoon, revive with sugar or caffeine, then struggle to unwind at night. A more disciplined day respects your natural rhythm. Morning can begin with light exposure, a glass of water, and gentle movement, even if it is just a few stretches or a short walk. Food in the first part of the day that includes protein and fiber helps keep blood sugar steady and supports focus. Midday is a good time for a more intense movement session if your schedule allows, because your body is warmer and more awake. Short breaks every hour to stand, stretch, or walk a few steps prevent stiffness and keep circulation moving. Afternoon snacks that are based on whole foods instead of sugar reduce the temptation for a large, heavy evening meal. Evening can focus on winding down with lower light, calmer activities, and more connection and less screen time. When you align your habits with this gentle curve, you are no longer fighting your biology. You are working with it, and your energy feels more stable. The 11th step is to respect pain and fatigue as messages that guide your discipline, not as enemies to fight blindly. After 40, you may have aches in joints, old injuries that complain, or back pain from years of sitting or heavy work. Discipline does not mean ignoring pain or pushing through until you collapse. It means listening carefully and responding wisely. Sudden, severe pain, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or any concerning symptom deserves prompt medical assessment. Ongoing joint pain may improve with weight management, better posture, and specific strengthening exercises that support the area, often with guidance from a physical therapist. Fatigue can sometimes be your body asking for rest and recovery, especially after a period of heavy stress. Other times, it signals conditions such as anemia, thyroid problems, heart disease, or depression. When you treat pain and fatigue as feedback, you are more likely to adjust your plan instead of giving up. You may reduce intensity for a few days, shift to lower impact activities, or focus more on sleep and stress, while you seek professional advice when needed. This respectful relationship with your body allows discipline to be sustainable. The 12th step is to understand that discipline is built through recovery just as much as through effort. Your muscles grow stronger not when you are lifting the weight, but when you are resting afterwards. Your nervous system learns new patterns when you give it time to consolidate. Your heart and blood vessels adapt when you alternate challenge with recovery. If every day is intense, with long work hours, hard workouts, late nights, and constant stimulation, your system never has the chance to repair. Discipline means planning easier days, lighter sessions, and true downtime, not because you are lazy, but because you are serious about long-term progress. Something as simple as one evening each week without screens, one early night, or one gentle walk instead of a high-intensity workout can keep you from burning out. Recovery also has an emotional side. Making space for hobbies, creative work, quiet reading, or spiritual practices can refill your mental and emotional energy. When you protect recovery as carefully as you protect your efforts, you create a rhythm that your body can sustain for years. The 13th step is to accept that setbacks will happen and to plan your response before they arrive. Life after 40 is rarely predictable. Illness, travel, family emergencies, or busy seasons at work will interrupt your routines. Old habits will sometimes pull you back, especially in moments of fatigue or stress. Instead of hoping these challenges will never happen, you can decide in advance how you will handle them. When you miss a week of exercise, your disciplined response is not to judge yourself. It is to start again with something small and manageable. When you slide back into late-night snacking, your disciplined response is to notice the pattern, remove temptations from the house, and reconnect with your reasons for change. When you travel, your disciplined response is to look for ways to walk more, drink enough water, and protect your sleep as best you can. Think of these plans as a safety rail. They stop a small slip from becoming a complete collapse. Tell me in the comments what kind of setback usually pulls you off track, and share one way you plan to respond differently next time, because your strategy may help someone else who is facing the same struggle. The final step is to see discipline as a gift to your future self, not as a punishment for your past. Many adults reach midlife carrying regret. They may look back at years of smoking, poor diet, or long nights of work with little rest and feel that the damage is done. The truth is that the body is remarkably adaptable at every age. Improvements in blood pressure, blood sugar control, cholesterol, muscle strength, and mood can occur within weeks to months of consistent changes, even after years of less healthy habits. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can decide what story you want to live from today onward. Every walk you take, every balanced meal you choose, every hour of sleep you protect, every boundary you set for your stress is a message to your future self. The message says, I cared enough to show up for you. That is what discipline really is. It is a steady, repeated act of respect for the only body you will ever have. So take this video as your personal sign to become disciplined with your health and to reclaim the energy you thought was gone. You do not need to overhaul your entire life in 1 week. You need one small, clear step in each pillar of health and the courage to repeat it tomorrow. Choose your wake time and protect it. Walk for those 10 minutes after a meal. Add 1 serving of vegetables to your plate. Take those 3 slow breaths before you open your phone. Schedule that appointment to check your blood pressure, blood tests, and screenings. Your future self will thank you for every one of these choices. If this message spoke to you, subscribe so you stay close to every new lesson on staying strong, clear-minded, and full of life after 40, and share this with someone you care about. Your discipline today can change not only your own health span, but also the health culture of the people around you.